After 11 years, our news and sports reporter and our friend Chris Pollone is leaving Alabama's 13. Life is taking him in another direction and moving him closer to his family and his new bride.
Chris, we hardly knew you. Yeah, we know you. He's taking a week-long look at all the things he's going to miss most about Alabama. So tonight, Chris shares with us some of his favorite locations, some of his spots in the state. Chris?
Well, Mike, Ani, when thinking about my favorite places in Alabama, I realize that often it's not the place itself that means a lot, but the people, friends, and memories I made in those places. Wherever I go in this state, there are spots that trigger certain memories for me. Here are more of the things I'll miss about Alabama. They say home is where the heart is, but life happens in so many other different places. Over the span of 11 years, many places around Alabama have become my favorite spots for one reason or another. Like my desk in the Alabama's 13 newsroom. I've spent hours here with my back turned on all the newsroom action, looking out giant picture windows towards Homewood, writing stories, watching sports, oblivious to everything around me like the unlucky kids riding in the backpack of the station wagon. I'm going to see if they'll let me buy this chair, by the way. It has conformed nicely to my backside over the years. Very, very comfortable. Other places I'll miss, my apartment at the Summit. I lived here for a decade. It had all the necessities, coffee, barbecue, and an Apple store, all within a half mile. It only took a decade for an attractive woman to move in across the hall. Congratulations, universe. You win. Journalists are renowned for their propensity to knock back a pint or two from time to time, and the Blue Monkey Lounge in Five Points has been the choice of discerning reporters since the late 90s. This was my Cheers, a place where everybody knew my name, and they were almost always glad I came. Bernie, the owner, and Costa and Kurt at the bar are some of the most generous people I know, and that's not always a good thing. But a night at the Blue Monkey was always a good thing. In a world of cookie-cutter bars, the Monkey is unique, and it's uniquely Birmingham. Here in Hamilton for the... One of the coolest things about doing this job for this long is that there are few places in Alabama that I've never been. The running newsroom joke is that I should own a timeshare in Hamilton because when bad weather approaches, you could always count on me to be appearing live from the northwest part of the state. I'll miss all those small towns, the people who welcome me like I was Walter Cronkite, the great little mom-and-pop restaurants and shops. Of all the good things that happened to me in the past 11 years, meeting my fiancée was, of course, the greatest, and I'm not just saying that. There are lots of sentimental spots that mean a lot just to us. We met at Innisfree Irish Pub in Lakeview. Her mother tells people we met through a mutual friend. She doesn't mention that friend was Jack Daniels. When Sunday and I met, she was the reigning Miss Marshall County. I drove her around in a convertible in about 6 different Christmas parades in places like Arab and Gunnersville, all while wearing an elf hat. We had so much fun. I'll miss the little house she lived in during law school. The April 27th tornado damaged it, but didn't destroy it. I'm glad it will be there for a while longer. It bears mentioning that this television station sits on some of the most valuable real estate in Birmingham, with breathtaking views. I mean, where else can you get such a great glimpse of the moon? Oh, the view of the city is amazing, too. I drove up this mountain every weekday for 11 years. I'm really going to miss it. And I kind of said when I was doing this piece, of the 5 that we've done this week, this one was the most difficult, and the reason being because I came to realize that anywhere you are, the people who surround you, your friends, your family, the people who make those places special, that's what matters, not the building or the place itself. So that's, hey, I learned something.
You think you know that, but it's good to be reminded of that once in a while.
Yeah.
And you know it's true love when you'll wear an elf hat.
And that was early on, too. That was like one of those, like,
go either way.
I'm supposed to wear that? Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you did?
I did. I am.
You're ready for husbandry.
Yep.
Yeah.